Hey there, everybody. It's Maggie from Personal Euphoria with today's plank story. Any move you want to do, like even if you just want to be a little bouncy or do some little shoulder shrugs, just move. But remember, breathing is movement. Let's get the clock on, and here we go. So a few years ago, Matt and I were planning a trip to Oregon, and a client recommended that we look into Mount Hood. And you could hike Mount Hood, but I wasn't that familiar with winter hiking, so we signed up with a guide, and it ended up being me and Matt and like a 15-year-old boy. And basically, we slept at like a lodge at the base the night before, but it was very old with thin walls and so loud, I didn't sleep. And then the next day, we get up to a certain place, I want to say like 6,000 feet maybe, on the mountain, and you were going to sleep that night, but the guide was going to teach us to hike in crampons, which was surprisingly hard. You have to take wide steps or your pants catch on the crampon and you risk falling. So we practiced what to do if we fell and trying not to fall. And then we cooked dinner and we sleep at this like higher point. Honestly, I can't remember if it was 6,000 or 8,000 feet, but it was high. And it was windy all night. So the tent is like super loud, flopping through the wind. And it's freezing. So I was in all the clothes I had bought. I put my winter jacket on. I'm sleeping in my sleeping bag. And when the alarm goes off at 2 a.m., because it's pretty common to start winter hikes early to reduce avalanche and so that you see the sunrise at the top of the mountain. And so the alarm goes off. I've barely slept. I'm exhausted and I'm freezing. And now I realize I have to get out of my sleeping bag, but I have no additional clothes to put on. And I'm thinking, why do I do this to myself? Like, how is this a fun vacation? No sleep, freezing cold. I've got to go outside in this wind with less on than I have now. And I get the courage up to go out and I unzip the tent and it's 2 a.m. So it's still the middle of the night and the sky is spectacular. The stars are brilliant. It's so clear and you're so high up, you look like you could touch them. And I think to myself, oh, this is why I do this. This is totally worth all the struggle. And then I didn't feel the cold as much, but you get up, you start hiking, and that helps warm you up too. And then we had all sorts of adventures hiking up that mountain, which is a story for another day. Have a wonderful day. That's a 2-minute and 20-second plank. And as always, keep moving.